Welcome to my series, Let Me Try So You Don't Have To, where I try new tech projects that actually seem useful to find out if they're worth doing or not. Today, we're going to try and build our own keyboard. Now, before we get started, I want everyone to know that I have no experience in this category. I've only ever owned pre-built keyboards, but today, I'm looking for something special. I searched high and low, even at your mama's house. While she was rubbing my shoulders, she was telling me about how you don't call anymore. Call your mama. It was a really sad story. Back on track, the thing that I'm looking for is creamy, like raindrops, the most soothing sound you've ever heard. To accomplish this, what I had to do was watch about 100 hours of YouTube, scroll endlessly on Amazon and Google to find all the components for this build. You see, high-end keyboards can cost a fortune. It's not unheard of to spend $250 to $300 on one of these bad boys. But here on this channel, we are casuals looking to get the same highs as the pros with as little effort as possible. The goal was to spend around $100 for a keyboard. I definitely went over that, but I'm glad I did. Let me know in the comments if you think I should have bought a pre-built or I did the right thing and built my own. There will be a sound comparison between the high-end keyboards, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Let's get to it. The box feels very premium. Very good fit. So our instruction manual here. I'm sure we will have to use that at some point, even though I'll try not to. This looks like some advertisement that's not in English. And now to the cool part. Oh my gosh, it's so heavy. So this is an all aluminum keyboard. And it's my first all aluminum keyboard. And it's unrealistically heavy. It's crazy actually. That is insane how much that weighs. Good little volume knocker there. See if we can't. I guess those are like little test switches. I don't know. Or they're probably to hold this in place. That's probably pretty smart. Okay. So we'll set that there. Oh, those are just some badges and our accessory kit. Let's see here. Oh, it came in its own little corded ribbon cable. It's okay. I would say it's kind of low quality as far as ribbon cables go, and this one over here is much higher quality, and so I don't think I'll be using this one, but it's nice that they at least include it. Let's get all this stuff out of here. I need a new chair. All right. And then, not by design, we ended up with the EPOMAKER switches. These are supposed to be like super creamy. I had bought these months before I bought the keyboard. So, see if I can't. Oh, okay. So that's what they look like. Let's see if we can do that. Very creamy sounding. And I have no idea what I'm doing, so I'm just gonna wing this. It seems pretty self-explanatory where I just cram the switches into the motherboard, or into the board here. Oh, is that magnetic? Oh, they're just magnetic hot swap? That's interesting. So any type of, okay. Cool. All right, well, let's get to work. Is this supposed to go on top? Oh gosh, what if I'm doing this wrong? Oh, this is terrifying. Where are the instructions? Jesus Christ. Are there any instructions? That's the real question. Okay, I mean, I guess. It doesn't say to disassemble anything, so we're just gonna keep going and hope for the best, I guess. I'm really nervous about this. Well, that is a pretty big oversight. Well, as you may be noticing, this looks very incomplete. And that is because I originally only bought 2 boxes of switches. So when I first started this project, I actually planned to only do a 60%. I actually have a 60%. It's a kind of a clacky switch one. And I used it for a little while, didn't like it, and so I switched to a 75%. However, I had already bought the switches and I forgot to buy more. So I went ahead and I did what I could. But then I ran into another problem. Here's our third box of switches that I got in the mail. This keycap set that I originally bought, the option function control or alt function control buttons here, they don't fit. So I'll show you an example of that. So and I didn't look. Maybe they did fit. Oh no, am I just stupid? Oh no. So I'll show you what I ran into. Oh gosh, hopefully I don't mess these up. Put those back. So here's that alt button. It, as you can see, if I put it on there, it hits on the space bar. Now what I am noticing now that I've already purchased a new keycap set is that there is a second smaller function control alt keycap. Oh, I guarantee you that fits. It sure does. That's painful on many levels. Well, this keycap set can get used on a different build because I bought these guys. Uh-oh. And they're like a Japanese art on them. So they look better, which is why we're gonna go ahead and use them. So now you get to watch me unplug all of these, put them back in the box, and then I'm going to swap over to a different set. This is just turning out to be very painful. Oh, is every single switch going to come out with them? Okay, we've gotten to a point of where we should have been. So now let's very carefully There we go. Slide this in. And we will do that for a different build. Now, let's get building on this guy. Got our extra switches here. Super duper helpful to have the right amount of switches just in case. So you guys can learn from my mistakes. And you know, originally I had counted the correct number of switches, but because I bought these when they were on sale and then waited a little while longer to buy the keycaps and then waited a little while, I messed around quite a bit. I didn't buy everything all at once. Got to recheck things, and I did not do that. Getting to a point now that it's almost painful. Like, this hurts my fingers to put in. It's not almost painful. It is actually kind of painful. There we have it. All of our switches are in place. Now let's get these keycaps on here and see what this thing looks like. Okay, so this is alt function control. Perfect. And then this is delete and page up, page down. Okay. And there we have it. The finally completed board. I'll say right off the rip, without even like doing a sound test or anything yet, these back keys hit on the back of the keyboard, and it's really not that big a deal for me. I don't use my F keys very often, but like as you can see, F4 kind of sticks. So I have a Dremel, so I'll probably Dremel these just a little bit. But there wasn't any different F keys in the box to make it not hit. The rest of the keys work great, but the F keys, meh. So let's get this thing plugged in. It's a cool lighting effect. Oh, RGB. Let's see if I can turn that off so you can see it a little bit better. Yeah, so that's the RGB lighting effect. And allegedly, if I just tap, no. Okay, so I can turn up the brightness that way. Ah, there we go. Now we're getting somewhere. So we got this like color wave, little snake effect, a little rainbow, course over, off. I don't even know what wave, maybe. There's just a standard white. See, that's probably what I'll go with right there. But, I mean, it's got a ton of different modes. Looks like, yeah, so it does single colors, I think. Yes, we're back to rain. So it's really just RGB. At least with the standard software. I think that there's actually software you can download to edit it. But that's the one that I'm going to use. Now on to the sound test. The first keyboard will be a cheap keyboard that I got for $35 called the DK63. It's your classic gaming keyboard with blue, very clicky switches. The second will be a Keychron C1 with brown switches. And finally, the new keyboard. I am personally really happy with how this turned out, but you will have to let me know down in the comments what you think. Stay safe and remember to enjoy the little things in life. I'll catch you on the next one.